Yeah, it was a gift from God, that strip. I first drew Frank, I think, in 1987, I think. I drew him at work and I showed him to this guy. And I go, what do you think of this character? Isn't this pretty great? And he goes, this is one thing I really hate about you. You're always messing with my head and showing me this rubbish and asking me if I think it's great. And I said, well, I'm going to put this guy on the cover of my next magazine. So I had a magazine issue of Jim that Fantagraphics was publishing, and I put this kind of creepy version of Frank on the cover of that. And then I didn't do anything with him until about 1992 when I was working with a magazine called Buzz. He said, I have an idea. Why don't you do a comic that looks normal but isn't? And the first Frank story just popped into my head completely. I said, oh, okay. I know exactly what I'll do. And from then on, doing Frank stories was easy. I would just sit down somewhere, write at top speed without any hesitation, and I would have a story. It just came without thinking. And sometimes the stories were about things I understood, and sometimes they weren't. But there was never an easier birth for an artistic effort than that was. It was just a piece of cake.